Hello and welcome to my Berlin vlog. This is the third day we are in Berlin and we are slowing down. We explored old churches, took shelter in cafe and met some brave statues along the way. Started the day with a quiet breakfast and a cappuccino at a nearby cafe. Then we hopped on one of Berlin's iconic yellow U-Bahn trains. I noticed something cool, Brandenburg Gate patterns stamped on the windows, a small detail that just screams Berlin. As I came up the escalator, the first thing I saw on my left was Berlin's Red City Hall, the Rotes Rathaus. That pop-up brick red against the clear sky was such a moment. And then right ahead, the Berlin TV Tower or Fernsehturm. Built during the GDR era, it was designed to showcase the strength of socialist East Germany. Now it's one of the city's most iconic landmarks. Just across the street is St. Marienkirche, one of Berlin's oldest churches, dating all the way back to the 13th century. And nearby, Neptune Fountain, giant trident, sea gods, and some pretty dramatic poses for a Tuesday morning. After way too much time out in the cold taking pictures, we needed warmth. We found a spot called Wine and Coffee House Berlin, where I had the best herbal tea I've tasted in a long time. Refilled, we walked over to the Berlin Cathedral or Berliner Dome. Even under restoration, it's stunning. Built in the early 1900s, it's the largest Protestant church in Germany. You can feel the grandeur even through the scaffolding. They've been working on preserving the facade, cleaning the stonework, and updating the structure. Last I read, the restoration is expected to finish around 2028. And honestly, I like to come back and see it when it's fully revealed again. I passed by this bridge and spotted that stunning building across the water. I had no idea what it was at first, but Berlin has a way of surprising you with architecture from every angle. This moment was slow, peaceful, and honestly one of my favorite parts of the day. And then we met this tree. The sculpture is called Three Girls and a Boy, just hanging out naked by the river like it's summer. It's meant to show youth and freedom, but also give us a good laugh. The Berliner Dome or Berlin Cathedral has been through a lot. It was originally built in the early 1900s and meant to rival the great churches of Europe, bold, baroque, and unmistakably grand. We planned to visit a museum after that, but it was closed. So plan B, we hopped on the bus to see the Berlin Wall. This part of the wall is the East Side Gallery, a 1.3-kilometer stretch covered in art by international artists after the wall fell in 1989. Each mural tells a piece of the freedom of story. Also, side note, German public toilets, immaculate, efficient. Yes, I feel myself putting the coin in. That's travel honesty right there. We had a bit of time to kill before heading back, so we walked over to East Side Mall. We crossed this pedestrian bridge. I was heading in one direction and it felt like everyone else was going the opposite way. Probably locals heading home from work. There's something kind of fun about moments like this, just watching the everyday rhythm of a city you're not from. It actually reminded me of this one afternoon in Manila. Same kind of golden light, same quiet rush of people going somewhere. I love how little moments like this connect cities in your memory. East Side Mall isn't touristy at all, but maybe that's what made it such a nice way to end the day. Found a nice vegan dinner spot and call it a night. No fancy views, No big landmarks, but still such a good day. I think what stayed with me most today was the Berliner Dome. Even with scaffolding, it was beautiful. I honestly can't wait to come back one day and see it fully restored. Berlin has this way of being grand and gritty, warm and a little weird, and I love that about it. It just gets under your skin in the best way. Next stop, rooftop views, museum time, and yep, one last kebab round before we leave. If you're falling for Berlin like I am, hit subscribe. I'd love to have you along. See you then.